Hey everyone, welcome to my podcast, where today we're going to dive into a theory and practice taking place in a city near me. I'm your host, Kayla Bryant, and today we're talking about a theory that sparks a heated debate in many cities across the country, gentrification, and we're zoning in on one city in particular, Newark, New Jersey. To begin, let me explain what exactly gentrification is. It is often described as a process where wealthier individuals move into a lower income urban area, causing property values and rents to rise. It causes housing to be improved and attracts new businesses to move into the area. Sounds good, right? New investments, new stores, cleaner streets, maybe even better schools. Well, not exactly. The current population of people living there may be displaced by all this development. That leads us to the question, is gentrification affecting Newark, New Jersey the way we think it is? Allow me to share some observations. In the past few years, I have watched as the downtown area of Newark, New Jersey has been developing. As someone who lives close by, I was wondering what happens to those families that live in the area of this development, and how does it affect them? I asked a few people who live in the area, do you think gentrification is taking place in Newark, and have you seen the changes in the city? Let me read you some responses I gathered courtesy of people who have lived in the area or lived within a 5-mile radius. Oh, I have definitely noticed the changes in the city. It feels like they're really trying to develop it into a city where people should come and visit. Growing up, this is the place you were told to avoid and not to go alone into. But with these changes, it almost seems inviting. I do see how the city's coming along, but I've heard through some friends and family that people are worried all that renovation's gonna raise rent and force them to move. After hearing what some people had to say, that's not too far off. Gentrification may be on the verge of happening in Newark. After doing some thorough research, I found these projects have been going on for almost 2 decades. More specifically, it spiked from 2014 to 2019 at a rapid rate. The effect? The city's occupancy has increased along with home prices. I found the median home value has doubled since 2015. Displacement was a common concern throughout this community, but surprisingly, Newark is doing a good job of preventing the displacement of the residents native to the city. It was found listing prices have skyrocketed, but rent prices have only increased due to inflation. I also found that development is moving so slow, it's hard for gentrification to even take place. Something I found super surprising was the city of Newark has an ordinance that requires builders to set 20% of housing units aside and give priority to Newark residences and people affected by gentrification. Despite the city's efforts to prevent displacement, the system isn't flawless. 55% of people have reported that they spend more than they can afford on rent. This does contribute to the extremely high homeless population in Newark. And with the housing availability being low, displacement pressure is high. After sharing a brief summary of some of the facts I found on the city with my interviewees, these are their reactions. Whoa, I'm not even sure I knew there was even a downside to developing places like that. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised at how Newark is taking steps to prevent it from happening. I would have to agree with my interviewees. I was quite shocked to learn these facts as well. In the end, it is nice to see an area that you wouldn't even think to go grab a coffee in a few years ago turn into your go-to spot. But at the end of the day, growing a city shouldn't mean having to displace the people that grew it. If you're from the area, it would be nice to hear your input on what you think is going on in Newark. Thank you for listening to my podcast.